guess we are on. Got my old computer back. Welcome to the locker. This is season 2, episode 43. Is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 43. I do make this. I thought it is 43 or 44. Pretty sure it's 43. I am A White. Over there is Van House. What's going on, man?
Man, I'm pissed.
You always pissed.
So I'm not always pissed. That's stretching, but I'm gonna go off on a tangent real quick before we start the show, so I can settle down after this. I am sick and damn tired of these MFers saying that college students get a free education or student athletes. There is nothing fucking free about our education. All right? I'm sick of it. There's nothing free about education. The amount of hours, the amount of time, the amount of dedication to our craft is not free. I want you to come and work out a season with a student athlete, then work a fucking off season with a student athlete. When our season is over, we normally get about 2 weeks off. Then we go and hit the weights, and that's usually a 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning deal where you go and weight lift, then you go to class, then you come back. The good players come back and they do a workout on their own with their teammates to try and get better for the next season. So all these, you know what, saying the education is free. Get off of that. There's not free is when I sit on my ass and somebody hands me something. Free is when I'm walking down the street, or I go to Starbucks, or I go to McDonald's and someone pays for my order in front of me. That's free. I didn't do anything to earn that. Now, y'all lazy MFers, hone a skill, be elite at it, and then you can come talk to me. There is nothing free about being a student athlete. Trust me on that. I was a student athlete, and then I was just a student. Trust me, I'd rather be a damn student than a student athlete. And I worked. So get off that bullshit.
Amen. Hey, you know what? I'm with you. I honestly never thought about it. I'm with you. I would rather do one or the other. I would love to be an athlete where I didn't have to worry about books. Or you could give me because if I'm an athlete, I'm putting all my concentration on making it to the next level. I ain't worried about no book. Or I'm gonna be a student where I'm worried about putting my thesis, my practicum, my dissertation together to where I'm gonna make money at the next level as well. I'm with you on that, my brother. I'm with you on that.
Here's the thing.
Man, you sitting down at your crib, man. Everybody salute, throw up a shot for my man V Styles. Man, give him a standing O. Hey, your man's put it down right there.
Look, here's the other thing.
Right there.
Don't come to me with no bullshit. Well, I had to work to go to college. Oh, I worked my education. Look, kudos to you. If you had an unbelievable skill set, like these academias who don't have to work, they get their school for free. If you had an elite skill set, you wouldn't have to do it either. So don't just put it on student athletes. It's students that are sitting right next to you in class that ain't paying either. Or you might not be smart enough to be in a class with them, and they might be a little bit above you and not taking class with you because you don't have elite skill set. So don't. All right, I'm done. All right.
You know, they would have a problem if they brought all the best tutors into the Joe Kraft. I don't know what the name of the new football facility is, and they had the best tutors, and you know they prepared them and they gave them the test aside from where the other students took them. They would have a problem with that. I guess UNC tried something of that sort. You know, so they have a problem, man. Like I said, I didn't know the magnitude or the things you were talking about until you sent me the link afterward. Like, the first thing you can say is make sure they pay taxes on that money. If money is given to you, you're gonna pay taxes on it.
Right.
If it's income, you gonna pay taxes on it. Like, I don't know, I mean, any old thing, man, just come up. But nobody says, but you know what? Here's the same thing. People will make a whole story about, well, Jordan are selling out $200 a piece within an hour, the first 30 minutes of the hour of the store opening. But the sweatshop, they're paying those guys they're paying the people 15 cents an hour to make them. What do you think a college athlete is being paid? What do you think? You take, I guess Alabama probably has 85 players on their roster. Plus, they always go to the playoffs. They always in the SEC championship. The revenue that comes in, if you divided it amongst each individual equally, I'm about to do that. We have to do that for the next show. What do you think the revenue they gain, if you just didn't distribute through all sports and you took the amount of money they earned and distributed through 85 players and their coaching staff, what do you think the average would be? 6 figures, everybody?
That's a good question.
Each individual on the roster. But then, like I said, they say, well, your education is enough. I can see where they come with that from. I can see where you can pull that from. But I think depending on what platform you're on, it's awful disrespectful. That is awful disrespectful. Because you got Eric Jeter, A-Rod, Patrick Mahomes, you got people signing $500 million, $250 million because people want to see you play. People want to see your art. People want to see, just like you said, the things that they work day and night to be a perfectionist at. Even when Patrick Mahomes was getting his ass kicked in the Super Bowl, man, he was still throwing dimes with 3 people hanging off of him. He was throwing dimes. You don't get that everywhere, man.
It's funny to me how people will defend the wealthy. Like someone came out, I'm trying to find it. Someone made a stat about the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire. It is crazy. It's crazy, dude. The difference between a million and a billion is beyond what you think it is.
Oh yeah.
And so a millionaire is really not nothing nowadays. So think about how much money he doesn't have it. But think about how much money Bezos has. He's a billionaire. That's 1,000 millions.
What did you say?
Jeff Bezos, the Amazon CEO.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
He is a billionaire. That's 1,000 millions. Dude, 1,000 millions?
Yeah.
1,000 millions. 1,000 of them big boys.
Yeah. Me and my mom had this conversation while I was home. Somebody was saying something. I don't know how we were talking about. Somehow we got on like $4 billion. Somehow we got on $4 billion, or maybe we got on a lottery being almost $1 billion. And my mom said, well, I wouldn't do this differently. I said, there's no way in the world. I said, do you understand that you could buy $150,000 car and still have 900 million, not 99. Right. I couldn't put the words together right, man. I was just like, you spend hundreds of thousands would not mean nothing. Like I said, you could spend $100,000 every day and you would only spend $365,000.
Right.
Wait a minute, I don't know what I said. I might have said that wrong.
Dude, look.
I'm in $1 million every day.
Jeff Bezos can give everybody in the country, there's a 300-something million people in this country, he give everybody $1 and still have $500 million left. He can go and walk down the street, just give out dollars, just give them out to everybody in this country, not half the people, not a quarter. He can give $1 to everybody and still have $500 million left.
Yeah.
That's wild, man. But people will defend him. Dude, it's mind blowing, and that's the same crap with these Joes and wannabe athletes. These what's the guy from Married with Children? What was his name?
Oh,
From Polk High. I can't think of his name.
Al
Bundy. Like,
Al Bundy.
there's too many of those out there, man.
4
too many
touchdowns
of
in
those
one game.
Too many out there, man. And they want to poop on athletes. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Damn, 200 billion.
Is he really worth that much? Damn, he is. It's 198.9 billion. God damn.
You could trick off 100 billion. Like,
Dude.
so your math is off, man.
Dude.
He probably get them same people you was talking about, probably $1,000 a piece.
Dude, he's 200 billion.
Yeah,
So that's 200,000 millions. That's 200,000 million. God.
Oh.
You know what's worse? You know what's worse? Now I'm getting in my bag. I'm sorry. I'm getting shoulder deep in my bag. You know what's worse? Is now the way they get loans is off of stocks. So since they have so it's not like they have to sell the stock. It's just say, oh well, look how the value of my stocks are, and you can get a loan off of that.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? So I'm worth 200 freaking billion. I have these stocks. I don't even have to put my shit. He got so much money. I guess it doesn't matter. He don't have to show his bank account. Say, oh well, use that as collateral. No, he just say, I got this many stocks. Dude,
Didn't he just say you about to go to the moon or something? Ain't he about to go to the moon?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
about to go to the moon.
Dude, this man is worth 200 billion. So that means he can give out $3 to everybody.
How much is Warren Buffett worth?
Good one. I don't think it's that much.
Not close.
Damn. He's a shame. He's poor. He's 105 billion. Sorry, sack of shit. 105, man. That's sad, man. How sad. He's a sad soul. Bezos almost has double him. He almost doubled Warren Buffett, who's 100 billionaire. He almost doubled him. Dude, you know how much money that is?
Is it sacrilegious? Is it? Do you even look at the fact that there's people with hundreds of billions of dollars and we're in $1 trillion debt in the country? Like, you understand? Like, you put all those people together, like, not that they should give it back. I've always said that we should take away currency and your value should be in your effort. You do work for whatever you want. Whatever you want, all you do is do something, and here you go.
We can't do that. No.
What do you mean?
We capitalists. No, we can't do that. No. The people will get lazy and won't do. No.
The people don't do that. Don't get nothing. They don't get nothing. Now they might be robbing and stealing.
I'm on your side, but that's what the jackasses say who don't make that much money, who are defending the billionaires. Say, well, no, because I might be a billionaire one day, and I don't want you to touch my damn money. Man, come on, dude. Look, Bezos is 198, Elon Musk is 155, and Bill Gates is 126. That's with a B nair. Those are 3 old white men that are combined worth two, about 600 billion. Where in this world, 600 billion. Almost.
Where are the Waltons at? Because I was on the phone with the Waltons for about 120 phone calls trying to pick us. So where are they at? Are they still up there where they behind me?
No,
Not one of them individually.
I guess if you combine them, hold on, let me see. Man, we are going on a tangent. Hey, I apologize to all lawyer listeners that we kind of went off on the tangent, but the net worth of the family is $235 billion.
Billion?
Okay. Billion.
Okay.
That's a family combined.
That's all together. Okay. They got to put all their money together to mess with your boy from Amazon. Okay. All right.
But they lost $13 billion though recently.
They should, because their customer service is terrible.
In February, the Walton family fortunes dropped $13 billion on their plans to hike pay and digital spend. So they gave back to the employees a little bit, and they lost 13 of their 200. I
got a nephew who's one of their employees, and what they did was cut their hours. They gave $15 an hour. They raised their pay to $15 an hour to cut you back to 25 hours a week.
So his check is still the same.
Right, so it's still the same. He put his part-time job.
Oh, and now he's part-time, so he don't get the benefits.
Well, he only 22. He a millennial. Well, he is a Generation Z. I think he ain't talking about no. He ain't talking about no. He ain't talking about no benefits. He ain't worried about no benefits. He's still young and spry.
Gotcha. All right, man. Let's bring this train back on the track.
Anyway, getting back to it, man. So with that, what else coming off of that? I'm gonna go to this, man. They've been talking about ESPN all day long, man. And I know you ain't a LeBron fan. I'm not a LeBron hater, as people would say. It's not even about LeBron. It's about KD. They say KD, and I articulated very well in the text message in a group chat with my homeboys.
Okay.
They said that KD is a better basketball player than Black Mike. You agree or disagree?
Then who?
Black Mike. Black Jesus.
You mean Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, you say Mike, who else you think? It ain't Michael from Good Time. It ain't JJ's little brother.
You don't add nothing to MJ. You don't preface it with anything. But okay, Black Mike. All right. They say KD is better than MJ.
No, they say he's the greatest basketball player in history of the game.
KD?
Yeah.
What? KD ain't the best offensive guy in his generation. That goes to James Harden.
Who?
James Harden is the best offensive.
No, sir.
What?
No, sir. No, sir.
All right.
No,
well, sir. In my opinion,
Harden is so KD can't get to the bucket and KD can't pull up from anywhere on the floor.
He
can't get to the bucket or can't pull up from anywhere on the floor. At 6'11".
No, hold on. He can pull up, but look at KD's shooting percentage, but behind the line compared to James Harden. And James Harden is unguardable.
Percentage to me, it really ain't about the percentage. It's about if you had to guard him. Who would you rather guard, KD or Harden? If you was given an assignment, who would you want to take your last shot, KD or Harden?
Harden.
Oh man, you crazy. You crazy like that glue.
Harden.
You crazy, man.
I'm just telling you.
For some reason, I ain't surprised that you would be on the other end of the spectrum.
I'm not. Look, I like KD, but KD is not the greatest player ever. First of all,
that dude, he has there are no flaws in his offensive game. There are no flaws. There are no flaws. If you could tell me
what's the flaw? Whoa. Does he shoot low 80s, high 70s from the free throw line? That's a flaw.
I don't know. I would hate to believe you shoot low 70s. You say low 70s?
No. Low 80s, high 70s from the free throw line. I'll find out for you. I guarantee you. he's in the low because I seen him miss too many free throws for Golden State when he was with Golden State. I'm just getting you that. His free throw percentage for his career. Okay, I'm wrong. 88.2.
Oh, you way off. See,
88.2.
man, facts matter here. Facts matter here.
I'm wrong.
Okay,
I'll admit that.
so now what's your next excuse? And
No. I said James Harden is the best offensive player. I didn't say James Harden was a better player than KD. I didn't say he's
first of all,
player
James Harden's game is based off of traveling and cheatery. I'm not saying he's not nice. I'm not saying he's not nice. KD just that being that long, be able to do guard things, be able to go on the block, be able to fade away, get to the bucket. There's nobody in the game. Hardaway probably is a better shooter. Now you're saying shooting, but if you're talking about getting to the bucket at 6'11", once KD goes by you, he's already good to throw. He's good to shoot. He's good to do whatever. Now you might be right as far as you just exclusively saying shooting, but I'm saying at 6'11", if you can shoot from anywhere in the damn court and get inside the paint, still being 6'11", everybody's at your mercy.
Yeah, I hear you. Now let me say this: KD's a better player than James Harden. That's not even close.
That's what I said, player.
No, I said he's not the best offensive player in the general. I didn't say player. I said offensive player. Would you take KD over Bron?
Yep. Hell yeah. He done beat LeBron. He done pulled up LeBron's eyes out. I mean, hell yeah, I'll take him over LeBron.
Okay, so
LeBron is limited on what he gonna do in the game on the line. LeBron is limited to what he gonna do when the game is on.
So what you saying is you don't go by the old saying that KD had to go to Golden State with their three-headed monster already in place to beat Bron. I'm just asking.
You know what that did? Do you know what that did for KD? Did that make KD a better player? You know what that did? That spread the court, so he had to be one-on-one. And you know who he was one-on-one with when they won the championship, his first championship? You know who was guarding when he kept coming down, just stroking in his face? LeBron. Are you watching the playoffs now? Every time the best player quiet say, I'm guarding him. The best players always will say, I'm guarding him. LeBron guard KD.
No, you're right. Okay.
KD carried down like 3 straight trips.
So when KD had Russ, had Golden State on the ropes and let them off of it, did you feel the same way about KD then?
Oh, that was different KD. No, I'm saying we talk about KD now. I think KD don't realize a lot of things now.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm talking about the new. I ain't talking about the KD that involved. The same way Michael was taking the L to the Celtics and the Pistons before he turned into Mike. But here was the argument went to. This is what the argument went to. I absolutely think KD is the best basketball player in probably the past 30 years, 50. But I said, and this is what I told my boys in the chat. I said, LeBron and KD right now are probably neck and neck. KD's the best dominant basketball player on the planet. I said the difference between KD and LeBron and Kobe and Mike, Kobe and Mike are basketball players until the game's on the line. Then they become winners and savages. It don't have nothing to do with your basketball style. It has nothing to do with that. We're going to get a bucket, whether it be still the inbound pass and get it in. Where LeBron, the game on the line, he going to pass to the guy that's open, whether he has faith in that guy making it or not. It's the right basketball play. So I just think that as far as playing basketball, the game of basketball, taking away winning or losing, just a game of basketball, KD is probably unstoppable just because of his size mostly. And LeBron mostly because of his size.
Okay. I would give you KD's better than Bron right now. That's not even debatable. No one can debate that KD is probably the best player in basketball right now. If you're just going off for today, because if you didn't watch the Nets play against Atlanta, KD put on a show. KD flat out balled out this playoffs, and this without Kyrie and with a hobble James Harden, and he played 40+ minutes. He balled out this playoff, and that showed who he was. I'm still not sure. You saying the best player in the last 30 years? That's hard for me, man. And I like me some KD. I don't know.
I'm saying basketball player, not somebody who has a gimmick or could do one thing really well. Just basketball player. Where can KD score from? He's a threat from every damn.
You're right.
You got to be on him. As soon as he gets off the bus, you got to be on him.
He ain't shooting from the logo. That's what I can tell you. He ain't shooting from that deep. But I mean, you don't have to. I mean,
he definitely could. I definitely think he could. He can be up there with Dame, Trey, and Steph.
I don't think his stroke is efficient enough to shoot from that deep.
Come on, man.
Dude, that's a dude. I
guarantee he can do it.
Who?
I think he just understands basketball more than that. I guarantee he can do it.
I mean, he also 6'11", so he really don't have to shoot from that deep because ain't nobody gonna block his shot from the line. You know, the short boys got to shoot from deep because they're on pick and roll and them big centers coming out and they got to get some separation.
And that's my whole problem. KD can do it from anywhere at any time. He can pull up 6'11". Yeah. He said by the time he pull up, man, your head, they say his head by his abdominals.
Yeah, no, you're right. And his mid-range game is deadly. But you just said the best of all time. No, I can't.
I can't think of nobody who pose more problems than that. Like Mike and them are savages. Mike can get to the bucket and finish with a circus shot. But I'm talking about just efficiently, just your regular game, just boop, 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 boop. I don't know. I don't think anybody can do it like KD. Plus, we're going to the NFL, not the NFL, the Kentucky Football Hall of Fame induction is tomorrow night. As Tom Cobb pointed out to us. I'm going to be playing in the golf scramble tomorrow with some of these guys, man. Go ahead. I ain't swung clubs in a minute. I don't know where Van went to, but so we're going to be out there tomorrow, man. Some good guy from the Kentucky Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's going to be out there tomorrow doing their thing. I don't know where Van went to, so I'm going to continue on to my next subject. I've been watching baseball. I've been watching the NCAA World Series. And it is exciting. If you're an SEC team, it is exciting. I didn't see the Tennessee game. Apparently, Tennessee lost. But I have been watching. I watched the Mississippi State game against Virginia, and I watched the Vanderbilt game against who did Vanderbilt play?
Stanford.
Stanford, yes, because Stanford is a powerhouse. I did know it was a powerhouse. Man, both of those games, they came back in like the 8th inning, man. I'm talking about, I just be watching. I'm like, I'm going to watch it because of SECs. Man, that stuff is amazing. Man, it's up there with either running the kickoff ball back, returning an interception for a touchdown, or throwing a Hail Mary. Like I'm talking about the games have been, woo! Man, them games. Have you watched any?
Yeah, I feel for that Stanford pitcher. Because dude, that is sheesh, man. But
was there error before that? Did somebody give him an error before that? Before they went on a run? Wasn't there error like two outs?
You might be right.
I think there was an error before 2 outs. You
might be right.
But then, but the problem was, like you said, he threw the ball high, which errored in the winning run. That was terrible. I'm just for the SEC teams, man. And you know, people talk about Mingione what he got going, man. But I haven't watched the UK game in like 2 years. I ain't watched them since they were really good that first year.
Yeah, that first year he was the coach.
Yeah, I haven't watched them since then. But man, the SEC, man, what I've been seeing in this in the World Series, man, these SEC teams are something else, man. Pitching, timely hitting, base running. But you know the crazy thing, I watched the whole game. So Vanderbilt made a bunch of mental errors. Like they best, I think it was an NCAA leader in stolen bases. He takes, man. I'm looking at his I'm looking at his lead, man. He is way off. And I'm talking about dude picks him off like on the second throw, like picks him off like. I don't know. For you to be the leader in NCAA, I don't know how you take that big lead and get picked off. But it's going against a lefty.
Right.
I think it was a lefty. I believe it was a lefty. But
man, look. People don't understand that the SEC is no joke in all sports, pretty much. I think that baseball, I think they had like 8 teams ranked in the top 25 at one time, or was it 9? It was a lot.
I know we had 7 at the end of the season. At the end of the season we had 7.
I think it was more than that in the season.
Yeah.
And UK started off hot. I don't know if you remember we was talking about that.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
They came out blazing when they got in the conference play. The wheels fell off. I mean, I understand. I'm gonna say this. I like our fans being this fanatical about baseball because this is kind of a fringe sport for us up north. But you got to take the good with the bad, and sometimes crap happens. And I'm not sure UK baseball gets to Omaha in the next 3 years, dude. It's not an easy. It's like us in football. If we were in the ACC, we had multiple 9-10 wins way before 2018. So to me, it's a balance. Do you want to play against less caliber competition, or do you want to get that coin and help you rebuild your team quicker? So I don't know, man. It's a tough thing to do, but we got to understand that the SEC in baseball is legit. Probably more legit than football, if you think about it.
Yeah, that was a question I was going to ask on social media one day. But the one thing the fans do have a good point about it is, if you are playing against the best competition week in and week out, you got to get better.
Yeah,
and that's why I like Mingione, and people are questioning whether he should remain. He got an extension, but it's kind of, you are playing against the best talent. But if you should be iron sharpens iron. You should be better. No, if you're not playing against SEC team, then you may be able to make it to the World Series. And that's kind of where I think you may be able to make that Omaha. But that's kind of where the question comes in. If you play against these guys every week, it kind of reminds us back in the early 90s. No knock on y'all or whatever. But Kentucky was getting drugged by Tennessee and Florida every so often. All we want to do is compete with them. Then we started competing with them. Then, Brooks came in, a little bit better. And now I think Stoops got their number. But, we would be in every game except a couple of the upper echelon SEC games. And I think that's where baseball is at now. Like, you playing against these guys every week, you got to figure out a way to don't pitch. Who was that I watched? And I posted something on, I think it was Vanderbilt. Pitched three heaters in a row. And the third, it was ding. Like once you pitch the first heater, you can't come back with another heater. Because they done figured out your speed. If they're a decent team. And the SEC, like you said, it's upper echelon. And that's kind of where I was kind of concerned about if Kentucky can make that. But all I want to do is be able to compete. This conference is so good. If they do what football does, if we can compete, mess around maybe 6, 5, or 4 range, then I think that's acceptable. But we can't be just out here just doing nothing.
Anthony, how many times have we made it to the College World Series in baseball?
2, maybe.
1. We made it to the regionals, just the regionals,
I think
a few times. So it's like, I'm just saying, let's be realistic. Let's crawl before we walk. Now, Nick.
Whoa, what do you mean crawl before you walk? His first year was his best season. What do you mean?
Yeah, Nick, and that's the year they made it. That's the year they made it.
But you said crawl before you walk. They were walking then.
Well, okay, you're right. Are you right?
Go
Here's
ahead.
the problem. Is I think what fans are pissed off about more than anything, and this is one time I can side with fans on this one, is they shouldn't have gave him an extension. I think that's what they're pissed off about.
I think he knows something. We gave Stoops. I told you we gave Stoops extension at the wrong time. We gave Stoops extension with 5-1, and we went 6-6.
See, here's the difference. With Stoops, though. No. There's a big difference. With Stoops, the projection of the program was changing. It was starting to get recruits. The perception of the program was changing. Now, you're right. Maybe they gave him an extension that was kind of, you better win to get it, though. They ain't just give him all this money and say, oh, here's your money. They had stipulations on him getting those bonuses. And then he started just getting the bonuses, and then people start getting pissed. I'm just not, I think yes. And how good is baseball in Kentucky in high school?
They're pretty good. We got several MLB players in the city. One thing about baseball, if you get a good pitcher, I'm saying if you have one good one, you got an opportunity.
Yes.
Like you said, then you get one that can get you another 3 or 4 innings. That, not a gamer, but it can get you 3 or 4 innings. We have to have, I don't know if we really have to have the sticks. I think we just need to trap us a pitcher or two, because didn't we have the best pitcher in college the year we went to the regional? Yeah. So,
and look at what Vandy's doing. Vandy got 2 dogs as pitchers.
Oh yeah.
2 dogs. Yeah.
And then one thing, Vandy young, though, I didn't realize they were that young. Everybody was talking about like freshmen. Everybody they was talking about was freshmen.
Banker Tom, how many scholarships are allowed in baseball? I had no idea.
I have no idea either.
Now I knew Title IX affected baseball a lot, and they started getting those partials, but I didn't. How many?
I'll spend all my scholarships on pitchers. Then we just work on hitting all week long.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I'm curious as wait a minute. 11
Damn.
scholarships. How many players are there?
Whoa, hold on. This 11 a year or 11 for the whole team? Damn. Dude, 11. There's 9 on the field.
That's
right?
probably 4 a year then. That's probably 4 a year.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. These partials, dude. You going partial. Because if you have 11, if you have 11, right? You can only give out probably 2 full scholarships, and they better be dogs. Then all the rest of them are halves, quarters. Dude, you got 9 on the field counting the pitcher. You got to have a closer. That's 10. You got to have a middle relief. That's 11. And that's only for one game. You need more than you need some bench players. You need another 3 to 4 pitchers. You need some more. Dude, damn. That's 11. You know they got 20-something players on the team, right? I'm sure they got 20-something.
Yeah, but I would say at least 22 or back up for 20. I would say at least 20. But
and only 11 full scholarships.
Damn. I mean, we play in the best conference in America. Ours ain't no different than anybody else in the SEC. So how's everybody else? you got to put I think it's management. It must be management then, because you got like you were stating earlier, you got to have the right players in the right position at the right time. Yeah. When we going into the tournament, you got to have a starter, you got to have a closer, and you got to have another one ready on the day's notice. I mean, I don't know if you really need a base runner. Maybe I would like to have a 3-4 hitter that that can clean the bases off for you. What is that? That's about 6 players. I don't know. I think you can do it, man. I think you can do
it. Dude, that's to fill a base. I don't know how LSU does it. Yeah, they have to. Dude, they have to do something. You know what? Here, I'm going to tell you what's here, though, for LSU. It's tradition. Like, I don't know how many players are from the state, but I bet you it's about 80%. It's because of the tradition, and they grow up, and they when they were 5 years old, they want to play for LSU. So that's how I see it. Really, the facilities are that bad? They don't look bad.
You know what? The facilities, she's right. The facilities were bad. Dude, the same facilities we had when we were playing football, we had to go over and work out in their facilities every now and then. I think it's what they've had for a long time, bro. I think now the football is moved over there. They have our old facility, which probably no equipment in it.
So you saying they still at Nutter?
Yeah, they got to be at Nutter. Yeah, I'm sure they work out at Nutter.
So you I thought they redid the baseball field. So you tell me the girls softball?
No, the field. I'm talking about working out. Out, dude. They only had like 2 squat racks and whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? So now they got the whole football fields and everything we use. They got all that over there, I believe. Okay. Now. And it's been renovated. Don't get me wrong, but
okay.
Yeah. So, and I guess it got to be hard to recruit against the SEC when guys got state-of-the-art machines and pitching batting cages, and I guess it has to be hard to do. But I don't know. We have some talent. In this state, and I don't think most of the talent in this state, the Shelbys, I think a couple of the Shelbys went to UK. Their father was well known. Green, back when we played, there were several good players that were from the state.
Okay.
But
yeah. I'm looking at LSU roster, and the majority of these jokers are from Louisiana. You sprinkle in a couple Florida's, Texas, and Georgia, but the majority of these boys are from the state.
Yeah, Tom has a good point too, man. Louisville ain't no doggone slouch. So that's probably where our best players going to. Louisville ain't no slouch, man. Louisville do their thing.
So, what is Louisville doing better than what we're doing in baseball? Do they have?
Well, obviously, they taking money from everybody who's gonna give it to them to get players in there. So don't go there. Louisville, hey, they don't got Sandy Bell over there, man. Louisville is taking whatever they can get at any cost and no discretion.
Good point.
So, but they've been pretty good at baseball and girls basketball for a long time, man. Now, that was the 2 things that kind of off the radar, and I guess we're really not concerned about baseball a lot. I mean, people don't talk about it. Like the volleyball team has been doing a good job for a long time. The rifle team, the golf team has done a good time, but nobody said anything. Now all of a sudden, the volleyball team win a national championship. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon.
Right.
I know Michelle Goss has always been on it. Larry Vaught has always been on it. There's been a lot of people who have been on it, but I just think that's kind of what you got to do. I don't think that the fans need to lower the expectation for baseball. I think baseball kind of got to do the little things, and maybe it is facilities. Like Tom said, maybe it is facilities and things they got to bring to get the talent in here. But it seems like, man, we had the talent, 3 years ago? 4? Before COVID?
Yeah.
We had, 3 years before COVID, we had the talent. So I don't know. I would like to see these guys do good, man. I would like to see these guys do good. A lot of the other sports are starting to prosper And now I think basketball is back on the right track and football is back on the right track. So, you know.
It's very interesting, man. I'm looking at both rosters, right? Kentucky and Louisville. It's about even with the amount of Kentucky players that are on both teams. The Louisville and us are getting players from all over the place. They're getting from PA. Louisville's getting a little bit from Illinois because they're closer. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think, like you said, I kind of think like you said, I think the fans might be a little bit, and Michelle said it too, man. Once a fan start getting mad about your sport, that's something big, man. I remember in '98 when we won the national championship, I'm out on Woodland, man, walking down the street, had on my grade. You know where I wear the UK grades, fan grade. You guys are next. You guys got fucking ready next year. You guys. And I'm like, man, have you seen Florida and Tennessee, man? And I'm like, okay, man, I got hyped up, man. I was probably full of liquid adrenaline. Right. But I was like, hey, I see you. But I'm saying, but when the fans start getting mad about stuff, that, like she said, I think that kind of means they care. But now it's on the coach that he gave an extension, Mingione. So hey, Mingione got to come with something now, man.
Yes.
He got to come with something now.
The bad part about it is I don't know how much they paying him. If they let him go, we're on the hook for that salary.
I think he must have. I think when he gives these guys extension, I think they must show him at least a game plan where he thinks his success can be. And I think business-wise, you can do that. Why not give him extension now? And he turns the corner like Stoops did. Gave him extension. Yeah, that little 7th game gives him a boost or whatever. But shit, we wasn't winning 8 games back to back for a long time. So now we gave it to him like you said, we gave him extension. Hey, if you do this, we're gonna give you a little bit more. And now he's doing it. I think maybe that's what he's doing, Mingione, man. Like, I understand you said you got to do this. We're gonna give you the resources to accomplish what you have to accomplish. Now, once you accomplish, we already on the hook at a decent salary. We're not gonna have to give you another extension.
Right.
And now if you ball out, we may have to go back to the bank and nobody's being questioned and everything looks right. So we cool on that. We cool on that. Man, there was something that went on in football this week I was gonna ask you about. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about. I really didn't have to ask you about it, but how do you feel about two things? How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback and a person, not statistically?
As a quarterback, dude.
What do you think his perception is on the outside, or if you played with him, what would you think, what would your perception be of him as a person and as a quarterback? Not statistically.
I don't know. You ask me, I'm gonna say this: as a quarterback, he's that dude. As a quarterback, he hasn't had a great offensive line since he's been there. He's won a Super Bowl.
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl too. Go ahead.
I know you didn't say damn Trent Dilfer. Yes. Jeff Hostetler won a damn Super Bowl too. So that means not, but he won a Super Bowl on, I don't want to say by himself, but primarily on that offensive shoulder. That defense was not, it was okay. All right. He's a MVP. I think he's a multiple time MVP. Now, as a person, he might be an asshole. There's a lot of asshole quarterbacks. Do you think Tom Brady is a pleasant guy to be around? Do you think?
I don't think he's an asshole. I think he's accountable. I think he's accountable.
Hold on. Have you not seen him scream at almost every offensive coordinator he did on the sideline?
Have I never told you my experience with Tom Brady?
My experience with Tom Brady wasn't the greatest either. But go ahead. What's your experience with Tom Brady?
I've told you 100 times. I'm not going to send everybody back through. We used to make fun of Tom Brady.
Doing the
Then the
Senior Bowl.
All-Star
Okay,
game.
yeah. I thought you were talking about on the next level. Yeah. I
Oh
got you.
no, next level shit. I
Yeah.
can't speak to him, man. I gotta make an
No.
appointment.
Tom Brady is a jerk. Peyton Manning has jerk tendencies. There ain't too many quarterbacks that don't have jerk tendencies.
But whatever Tom Brady has done in New England has never came to the forefront. The one thing I don't like
Stop. At New England, where they keep shit under wraps. That ship is tight.
Okay. Well, you said Peyton Manning. There was nothing bad saying about Peyton Manning.
False. There have been some
Where? Denver or Indianapolis?
Indianapolis.
I don't know. I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell you this much about, here's my problem with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers, and one thing as a quarterback I love about, here you go, Michelle, about Tim Couch or any great quarterback. If you take the accountability because you know you are great, that means, hey, it's on me. Every time I've been the man on my team, high school, somewhat in college, if I'm the man and I know I got a control of the outcome of the game, it's my bad. Because I know next time you rely on me, I don't point to Aaron Rodgers has blamed on every coordinator, every quarterback coach, head coach, receivers, defense, special teams coach. You name one person Aaron Rodgers ain't never blamed it on. And that's the one thing I think is a suck-ass move, and I can't deal with Aaron Rodgers about it. Because now you're right, he can spin the ball. He can move it down the field. He can matriculate the ball down the field. But him not taking accountability and always escaping, finding the scapegoat and blaming somebody else is some bullshit.
All right. I would like for you to give me your references of all the head coaches and all the OCs that Aaron Rodgers has thrown under the bus.
How many offensive coordinators has he had in the past 6 years?
2.
10 years.
2. Now, hold. Now,
Don't you got to do it now?
Hold on. Let's say, are you talking about figurehead office coordinator or the guys who actually calling the plays on Sunday? Because his head coach at Green Bay called the plays on Sunday, except for I think towards the end, a couple years, and now he has LaFleur. So he's had pretty much the same guy calling plays.
Nah. I remember. Nah. Here, okay. I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna pull it out on Twitter because I don't want to mess up my bandwidth that I'm dealing with for this show. So
Right.
I'm gonna pull it up on Twitter and I'm gonna show you some of this stuff I'm talking about. But like you said, that I just think that he all put it like this. They drafted another quarterback 2 years ago just to let him know. Like, look, man, you ain't listening to us, you can go. And I think quarterbacks should have total autonomy on the offense. I think they should. That's when the Buccaneers made they run. When Aaron's let Tom do his thing. But Aaron, they give Aaron, I think when they ask Aaron to do what he wants to do, he does it this way and it don't work. They give him autonomy and he does his thing and it don't work. Then he throws the damn OC under the bus. And I think that's bullshiggity.
Whoo, man.
Van ain't the damn voice for reason.
You are on one right now.
I gotta get the information.
Name. Aaron Rodgers has had the same issue that Cam had at the Panthers.
No, Aaron Rodgers is accurate.
No. The same. No, we talk about their abilities. I'm talking about the front office and giving him talent. They have not surrounded him with talent. Period.
He's had pretty good talent. I ain't saying elite, but he's had pretty good talent.
Name me more than Adams that he had at receiver the last 3 to 4 years.
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb ain't been there the last 3 to 4 years.
No, he was there 4 years ago.
No, he wasn't.
Jordy Nelson was there 4 years. All them dudes was there 40. I'm telling you, man, he has some talent.
Who? Jordy Nelson left there so long. We talking about probably 5 or more years ago.
Well, Randall Cobb was there 4 years ago, I believe.
Jordy Nelson's last year.
So when did he win the Super Bowl? My whole point is this. I understand what you said. I understand what you're trying to get at.
Okay.
But he's had a bunch of talent, and he runs them off.
See, now you're saying he runs them off.
He did, because he went. Dude, the 1 year, all he kept doing was patting the ball, breaking, going into a scramble drill, and throwing the ball to Jordy Nelson. I say that because I had Randall Cobb on my fantasy football team, and he'll be wide open on a crossing route, and he would, Aaron Rodgers, whoever he wants to throw it to, that's who the hell he is. Aaron Rodgers has his own set of plans, and he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do every time.
Now it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
No, I ain't got to do no damn fantasy. Don't even take it there.
No,
don't even take it there. Aaron Rodgers is going to do what the
man.
hell he wants to do. Aaron Rodgers comes on the field with an agenda, and he's not going to be accountable. Those are the two things.
It all makes sense. So tell me this. In 2014, when Randall Cobb had 1,287 yards, I guess old A-Rod wasn't looking at him. I guess the next year when he had 829 yards with 120, he had more targets. I guess he wasn't looking at Randall that year either.
No, those were 2 years he did. Wait, the 2 years, Randall Cobb's second year and third year, I believe, or his third and fourth. There were 2 years he did go to Randall. Go to the year when he targeted Jordy Nelson 80% of the time. Go to that. And it wasn't even within the play call scheme.
Beep. Give me a timeout. So Randall's second year, Randall played 15 games. He had 104 targets. His third year, he got hurt. He only played 6 games. His fourth year, he played the whole season, had 127 targets.
That's the year I'm talking about. Yep.
He had 129 targets.
That was his money year.
Hold on.
Come
the
on.
year after that, he had 84 targets, but he only played 13 games. So he got hurt.
Missed 2 games and lost 20-some targets. Okay, come on.
Come on. 3 games.
Come on, Cletus.
He missed 3 games.
Come on, man.
The year after that, he had 92 targets. He missed a couple games. Then the freaking wheels fell off. He only played 9 games.
How many targets?
That was the year they let him go. Could it be because Randall Cobb had a little injury that year and they decided to let him go?
Well, hey, man, we're going to block Jay Hayes, man.
It all makes sense. Jay Hayes, it all makes sense now.
Look at Jordy Nelson's numbers. Look at it. I'm telling you, I done played in an offense where my numbers dwindled and somebody else's numbers skyrocket. I done seen a quarterback just look at one receiver. I know what that looks like.
Hold on. Jordy Nelson.
Yep.
The last 2 years, the last 2 years let me pull them up side to side. But Anthony, it all makes sense now. You lost your fantasy football.
I didn't start Randall. I wasn't starting Randall Cobb on my fantasy football. But I
2018, Randall Cobb played 9 games. Hold on, here you go. Hold on, no, Green Bay. 2018, Randall Cobb played 9 games and had 61 targets. Jordy Nelson played 15 games, had 88 targets. That's pretty damn close for 6 more games of play, right?
Yeah.
In 2017, Randall Cobb had 92 targets. Guess how many targets Jordy Nelson had?
140.
88.
It was terrible.
So it don't seem like there's a favorite there.
Are those targets from Aaron, or are those targets from backup? Because there's a couple years that was backup. No, I'm serious. Okay, all right. I'll see what we got to deal with today, man. I can't wait till we get on the show next week we got some old school people who know what you're talking about, who know how to get you
all
out
I'm
the way.
saying is that now I understand why you're upset at Aaron, because you lost your fantasy football league.
No, they said ESPN saying the same thing. Aaron Rodgers has not been accountable for nothing that's went wrong with when he's been there. He's not. I'm telling you. Have you seen? And he's done it once or twice, possibly. Russell Wilson. Have you seen Russell throw anybody really under the bus? Now he might make a little comment that you got question about.
Didn't he just make a comment this year?
But that's what I'm saying. But it took you. That's what it took. It took it getting down to this, where man, because he just did a video 2 years ago, him laying in the bed with Sierra at 2:00 in the morning with his new contract, like he was happy. Now all of a sudden they gave you DK Metcalf and some things. But I'm just saying, I just don't like a quarterback that can't be accountable. You understand that? The head of any program, if you're not accountable, it's gonna crumble.
I mean, okay.
If there's a manager who points to blame everything that goes wrong, you are in charge of everything. But if you point to blame everything goes wrong on your subordinates, is that gonna be a successful business?
I still want you to
give me. When we get off here, I'm gonna do you that solid because I gotta play golf in the morning with the Kentucky Hall of Fame players. And I'm gonna say I'm trying to wiggle my way in there. I'm gonna try and get in the Hall of Fame one way or the other, as a player or as a media member. One way or the other. I might bring you along with me. I might say I couldn't have done it all. I couldn't have done it without Ben Habs. But hey, man, where you see that? See that, man, working on my stroke.
I see you, man. I see you. I see you. I see you.
Hey. Yeah, man. But you didn't do your research on Aaron, man.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying all these
his brother, man.
All these quarterbacks. Name a quarterback that ain't been an asshole. Name a great one. Dan Marino, little bit of asshole.
Tim Couch
on the next level.
He wasn't an asshole on the next level either.
No. I'm talking about guys who put up crazy numbers.
Here you go, man. Why you gonna do my boy like that?
Nah, I'm not doing your boy. I'm just being real. All these guys on the next level who's been ultra successful have been a little bit of assholes.
I give you one.
Okay, give me one.
Patrick Mahomes.
Facts. Okay, that's one.
That's how you get people to Lamar Jackson.
That's another. These are new age guys. They ain't reached that. They've been in the league. They ain't been jaded yet. Come on. Look. All right. And we can get off of this. Aaron Rodgers had a chip on his shoulder since his ad was in the green room. They took that shit off of. They eliminated that green room thing. That's an Aaron Rodgers rule. Not having these guys, too many guys at the damn draft and putting the camera on them every damn 10 seconds. They eliminated that because of Aaron Rodgers. So we had that. Then he had the whole Brett Favre hating on him because they drafted him.
He's a hater, man. He's a hater.
So he's stacking chips on his shoulders. Then
I understand that.
Then all the shit he done for Green Bay, and they won't freaking draft any receivers. Just stacking chips on his shoulders.
I agree with that.
So he's pissed.
If he leaves Green Bay, he's gonna have to do a Brett Favre or a Tom Brady. He's gonna have to go to the chip to prove that, look, this is what I could have done if you would have gave me something.
True.
He's gonna have to do that. Otherwise, everything I'm saying is gonna be illuminated and magnified.
Don't say Peyton Manning, because Peyton Manning didn't win that.
No, I ain't say Peyton Manning.
Oh, you said who you said? You said Tom Brady or somebody else?
Brett Favre. I said Brett Favre and Tom Brady.
But Brett Favre didn't win the chip, though.
I didn't say. I said he went to it, though, with another team. He went to it immediately.
He didn't go to the chip. He went to the conference finals. He went to the conference finals.
When your boy fumbled the ball, that was in the conference championship?
Yeah, it was conference championship.
Okay, well, that was the whole point. That wasn't his fault. That's what I mean. if your boy had held onto the ball, he would have been in the bowl. That's what I meant. He made it to that far. That's what I meant. I thought they went to. I did thought they went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, Anthony, you telling me this? Hold on. Let me give you a team. If you put Aaron Rodgers on the Tennessee Titans team, or they not want to fairly go to the Super Bowl, even in that tough conference with Patty Mahomes and LJ and Josh Allen, do they not become the favorite in the AFC with Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback? Yeah. That's
one thing. Here's another thing. Me and a guy got in an argument like 7 years ago talking about Aaron Rodgers. One thing I think Aaron Rodgers does, and I don't think helps his offensive coordinators. This is why I don't think his offensive coordinators like him. He doesn't throw on time. Aaron Rodgers always seems to hold the ball a little longer and wait for the play. Like his thing is to wait for the play to break down and wait for the defense to get confused. Like I don't see him throwing on time. He's not a timing quarterback. He goes after the ball and on the move.
You watching too many highlights.
I don't think he throws within the offensive concept.
You watching too many highlights.
No, watch games.
You watching too many highlights.
I've watched games.
You watching too many highlights, or cut ups, and not watching the whole game.
I'm gonna check out the moon, man.
Thanks, Banker Tom. I appreciate that. I'll definitely check that out too. Banker Tom, I appreciate you, man. Banker Tom been on it this show.
I don't know. He got the nod from somebody. Somebody told him to show up.
Somebody told. I like it.
He got the nod from somebody.
Man, look, if Joe Burrow, I'm gonna see. The bad thing about both these leagues are now tough now. Used to be one of the leagues were a little weaker than the other.
Yeah.
But bruh, Burrow is that dude. But look at the division he's in. He's in there with Lamar Jackson. He's in there with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
In there with Big Ben when he's going right.
Big Ben's done.
Dude.
Ben's done, but
I'm just saying, but he's in a damn, that's tough, man. But I'm gonna say this offensively with Higgins and with Chase, they are gonna be legit.
Good job,
that, Michelle. They are gonna be legit. Higgins, Chase, and what's the guy?
AJ gone, man. Don't worry about it.
What's the running back? Damn it.
Mixon.
They do offensively. They are legit.
Mixon still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Offensively, they are legit. They just need offensive line.
They need to bring Benny over there. They need to pick up Benny. Trade for Benny Snell. Sell tickets. Get a chance to be close to home. I don't think it's always a good idea to put people close to home, man. Bad things happen.
Well, when does Benny become a free agent? Because they ain't gonna trade him in the division.
Well, I'm just saying they ain't using him. Man. They keep on drafting everybody around him.
They keep on drafting, man. They keep on drafting. It's like it seems like the head coach loves him.
And he ain't right. He's done nothing wrong, but they drafting him and tinkering all around him. Like somebody get hurt, they come back the next week, they put him right back in front of him. Like he ain't done nothing wrong.
It seems like Mike Tomlin loves him. It genuinely loves him. I've seen when he's mic'd up and he says great things about him, but then the GM must hate him because he keeps drafting running back. You think when they lost John Connors to free agency, okay, Benny got a chance. Then they freaking go to draft Najee Harris. It's like he had a moment of going up the depth chart, then he came right back down. It's like it's just not fair.
I thought they got rid of Connor. I said, okay, they got rid of Connor. Okay, Benny about to eat. Bam, draft now here come Najee, like you said, man. Get a little younger back, man. Come on, man.
And you don't draft a first round running back and not expect to start him. No. You know he's once they drafted him, he was running back one. Right when they send that card up, he was RB1.
Oh yeah. Yes, I don't know, man. But anyways, man, we've come to this point of the show, man. I thought I had 2 other topics, but they wasn't needed. We'll throw them in another time. Next week we fully loaded. Like we got guests, so Rob Ovid on Tuesday. Tony Franklin on Thursday.
We fully vaxxed next weekend. Hey, we fully vaxxed. Bruh.
Hey, then we come back after the 4th of July. After the 4th of July weekend, we coming back with Gabby Curry and her dad, Buddy Curry.
What?
NFL all-star, all pro NFL linebacker, Gabby Curry and Buddy Curry.
You hitting home. You're not hitting home runs. You hitting grand slams.
I had to make sure we had somebody on the other end of this screen, so when you didn't show up, there's somebody gonna be over there. So I had to make sure we started booking some people. And plus, you try to book better than me, man. So you keep on trying to book all these good guests. So I had to show you, man, who books the best.
Yeah, you the booker. And we're gonna call you 8 Booker.
I'm the bookie.
Shit.
But no, man, once again, man, I appreciate you, man. Everybody stroll on over to YouTube, man. Like, subscribe, share, view them, share them with your friends, man. All the listeners, man. We got Mr. Banker Tom Cobb, man. We appreciate him showing up. Welcome to the show, along with Ann, Jay Hayes, Michelle, JD, Scott. Man, I don't know why I started naming because I don't want to leave nobody. Benny, TV. But Louis. Man, Louis.
Yeah, you can't miss Louis.
Oh yeah, Louis Vuitton. So man, we appreciate you. You on there, man. Invite another friend, man.
Yeah.
Cause the show, when football season come on, this is gonna be the place to be. You can watch the game, you can listen to the breakdowns, you can watch the news and they tell you what happened, or you can come in here and we tell you what happened.
It's gonna be hot. Boy, I can't wait to see this Liam Cohen offense. It's gonna be hot in here.
Oh man, yes indeed. All right, Tom, I'll see you at those events, man. I'll be out there tomorrow, shaking my club a little bit. I'm gonna rest up my good left and right shoulders to make sure I can get that 300 off the tee a couple times.
Hey, you drive for show, you putt for dough. So just because you drive 300, that mean nothing.
Hey, we in scramble. So all I'm trying to do is we're gonna use one. Hey, we're gonna use hey, my game, we're either gonna use my drive or my putt. Those are the only two options. Those are the only two options. All right, man. Oh yeah, Gary too, man. See, I shouldn't have started naming people.
See, everybody
in the
watching, ladies.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
We up out of here, man. We'll catch y'all back on Tuesday. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Go like, subscribe, and share on any of our social media networks. All right. Peace out.